Uh-huh.
Let me be the one to touch and hold you, whatever you go through. Let me be the one, just call when you need me. I'm all that you need, baby.
As Angel sat outside and helped Rebekah with her science project, she took a whiff of her daughter. She couldn't understand why she smelled so strong and she was the youngest of all the kids. The poor baby was musty as hell, but she knew she had to deal with it. She knew the other kids were teasing her and she was going to be upset before you knew it. Well, now that the science project is working, she's got to figure it out. Well, the next day, she woke up. She decided she was going to jump online. She couldn't figure it out. She just said, I guess I better get on this computer and try to figure out what's going on with Rebekah. She should not smell like that at such a young age. Bobby didn't want anything to do with it. He kept out of it all the time because he didn't want to hurt his daughter's feelings. But because Angel was a woman and Rebekah had to grow to become a woman, she felt like she needed to figure the situation out for her. So when she got online, she started looking up sweaty doctors and deodorant that kids could put on at a certain age. And she started trying to figure out all kinds of different things that could help her daughter out. She was really, really, really tired of smelling her daughter the way she did. Some days she smelled like outside. Other days she smelled like a small box of Chinese food. She was just so tired of it. And the kids, oh my God, the way that they treated her daughter, she was so upset. So upset all the time. Now, Angel's in the gym working out, and as you see that drone behind her, she couldn't believe why it was there. Simply because Bobby, the whole time, was telling her he had this $3 million contract for a small TV show, was a TV show about them. So, anytime they do any extracurricular activities like working out, going on picnics, traveling, doing anything like that, going to work, to the restaurant, stuff like that, they have to have a drone following them around. Hey, sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is the 3 million really worth it? Because they have no privacy at all. Angel doesn't care though. She really doesn't because she's an executive chef and she has her own restaurant now. So she looks at it as a way of becoming famous and bringing in business for herself. Bobby said there's always a method to the madness. So this is where he is with the whole situation right now too. Um, he's not too happy with having the drones following everybody around, but he knew this was the only way he could afford the life that his wife and his kids deserve. So as Angel gets ready to go on to work for the final time, this will be her last shift. She takes on off and the drone follows her. Bobby walks in and realizes that the kids and Angel kind of leaves trash and clothing everywhere. So since he actually doesn't have a job anymore because he was an actor at one point, he decided to go ahead and leave that alone and help Angel out with her restaurant. He has nothing to do during the day. So Bobby's become Mr. Mom. Believe it or not, Bobby cooks, he cleans, he does it all until the restaurant opens. Right now, he just embarrassed the hell out of Cassie because he walked in on her while she was on the toilet. So now he's out here trying to figure out how he can explain, or I'm sorry, how he could apologize to his daughter. In the meantime, he's checking his Simstagram and he's trying to see what kind of followers he's been getting since the streaming has started to take place. There he is, snapping another picture. Bobby got so many pictures on Simstagram. Oh my God, you think he'll be using filters before you know it. All right, so as Cassie goes to work on her science project, one of the stipulations of the contract was that the kids didn't have to be on camera unless one of the adults was there too. Bobby notices Cassie over there hanging out and trying to figure out things, and he approaches. So he decides he wants to go ahead and help his daughter out, and he knew he'd get all the streams and all the followers that was watching was just going to think it was so adorable that he was so intelligent in helping his daughter with her homework. Bobby, he's an opportunist, I guess. I don't know, but he didn't want to exploit his family, but he figured, hell, if he's got to do it, then he might as well go 190%. Get all the money he can, get all the followers he can, get all the love he can. So after he explains everything to
Hey,
Cassie and lets her know exactly
okay.
what needs to be done for the
Scuba
project,
prep
he
no
shuts off the
toast.
drone because they only have to have it on for so many hours
Moishi
per day.
Biba
So
Flame.
now he's having a life lesson with his daughter. Meanwhile, Milo, he's getting having a conversation with Angelica, and he's I'm sorry with Angelique, and he's trying to tell her that they got to figure out a way to let Rebecca know she stink. She get funky as hell. Ah, man, what better way than to do this than to get everybody together while they're bowling? If everybody's around and all the kids smell her, then there's a possibility that she may smell herself. Or she won't get upset when everybody tells her that she stinks. So they're going to figure it all out. And Milo, he's always the head. Hey, is that a clown? Angel was so excited that Bobby actually purchased the restaurant for her. She couldn't believe it. She could hardly sleep. So here she is at the restaurant now. She's having her a cup of coffee and she's super excited. She's been waiting on him to get there so that way they can discuss the menu and she could actually tell him thank you for everything that he had been doing. She took a trip upstairs and saw the bar and she came back downstairs and she decided she wanted to be the first one to cook a meal in her kitchen. So she's got the pots and pans out. She's hooking it up. When Bobby comes in, he'll get a special treat because this will be her legacy. This will be the first meal that's ever been made in her restaurant. And it's all for good luck. So, as she still sat there and waited, she took a step away to the restroom and didn't realize Bobby had came in and was out back. He was looking at all the equipment that he had bought and the heat lamps and all that good stuff. And she missed him. She didn't know he was already there. So she decided to go ahead and sip on another cup of coffee. And then she decided she was going to go over and get her early morning workout in that she missed because she wasn't at home. She was at the restaurant. So as she sat down and she decided to go ahead and do some sit ups, she heard a noise in the back and it was Bobby. So as she got her sit ups in, Bobby decided to walk in and tell her, "Hey, what's going on? I've been here." He was so happy to see her and she was so happy to see him. She just wanted to tell him how excited she was about this restaurant and all the money that they were going to make. She wanted to make sure that he knew that she had his back and she was happy that he had hers. So she hugged and kissed Bobby as much
Moesha.
as she possibly
Free
could. She
Bono.
told Bobby she loved him maybe two,
Bara
300
Zaguni.
times.
Yord
Bobby
Rika.
was happy that she was happy, and he
Nogo
reciprocated.
Grab.
He was just very
Moish.
ecstatic about the fact that they actually owned their own business. They both headed into their goals and quit their jobs and decided they were going to run their own business. And Bobby paid for it. He's still using those drones though
Yarda.
to pay for everything, but he's extremely
Oh.
happy and so proud of his wife. So as we move
Chapin
on,
Durkim.
he can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Manukadoy.
Super excited. So, as the kids sat down and they decided to get their bowl on, Rebecca came down and everybody noticed how bad Rebecca smelled. Milo is like, Rebecca, you got to do something. She doesn't pay attention to it. She doesn't think about it. She's gotten used to her own odor, I guess. She's like, I can't believe you guys really are saying that I stink, but hey, they're kids, man. The kids will be cruel. Angelique is just unhappy right now. She just cannot believe her sister smells this way. And Cassie is so compassionate. She just wants everybody to leave her alone. But that's not going to happen. Not while Milo is the oldest out of all four of these kids. So Milo, he said he's going to have a talk with Rebecca whenever he gets the opportunity. He's going to let his little sister know that being unhygienic is just not ladylike. As you see right here, Angelica, we call her Angelica, but her name is Angelique. Angelica is actually trying to let her know she's got to get it together. So as Rebecca gets ready to go bowl, everybody gets another whiff of her. It's a sad situation, man. Why did they do that poor girl this way? And that green cloud around her is thick too. It's a horrible thing. So the next day, Milo sits down with Rebecca and he tells her, hey, you got to get it together, sis. It's not good. Well, Rebecca's not taking well to this at all. She knows she stink. She just keeps it to herself, but it's impossible to when you got that thick green cloud around you like that. So Milo, he doesn't want her yelling at him, but at the same time, he wants her to understand, hey, you got to take care of yourself, sis. Come on. So she promised him she's going to go take a bath and she's going to talk to mom about trying to get her some kind of special deodorant or something because she doesn't want to embarrass her brother and sisters at school. She's confident. She doesn't care. She knows she's smart. She knows she's pretty. She doesn't think a little older is going to stop anything. But apparently it will. And Milo's not happy with his sister being the youngest of them all and him being the oldest of them all. He decides, hey, let's just get online and let's figure this out. Oh, she's pissed. She's not having it. She's like, Milo, will you leave me alone? And Milo is just like, look, sis, I got to do this. Everybody knows who you are. They know how popular I am, and they got to deal with your older. And she's just going off on him right now. She's going off. Milo, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone, Milo. She knows she's funky as hell. She knows it. She got the armpits in the air. Oh, he's gonna make her walk off. Oh, she's gonna get mad and leave. She's not gonna stick around behind this. Oh, there she goes. I knew it. Milo, what did you do, Milo? Oh my God. So here we are, man. First day. Oh wow. Angel is so excited. Angel's Pasta Palace is actually going to have customers. It's going to have employees. Her and Bobby decided to dress in their best duds. They're going to get to work today. She's going to cook another meal for the grand opening for her employees to have so that way they can understand how great of an executive chef she is. And it's looking good. I mean, she's super excited. They're ready to roll. She's putting on her purple best, and Bobby's going to put on his two piece and they're going to greet these customers. They're going to talk to people. They're hoping everybody gives them a great number of stars on their cuisines. This is an Italian restaurant, so let's just see how it all works out for them. Angel's in the kitchen performing like she always does. Angel's an executive chef, so you never have to worry about her. She knows exactly what she's doing. One of the best in the business. Bobby's talking to her because he loves to watch his wife cook. He really, really loves to see how good she's gotten over the years. Her talent and her skills are just unimaginable. Like you just never could believe it. So they are very happy. They're excited. It looks like the cook is here. The hostess is here. Trevor, the waiter, is here. They decided to go ahead and go with a guy as a waiter this time around. They wanted to change the dynamic of things. Normally we have lady waiters, but they wanted to go ahead and get a male in there. So he went in, he introduced himself, he's talking to people, he's talking to the cook. Trevor has his own mindset, though. He has his own ideas, and he thinks that his way is a better way most of the time, and it normally gets him fired from jobs. So here we are with the grand opening. Can you believe it? We got customers. People are going upstairs to the glass view. Um, the hostess, oh man, she's walking them up. We got customers waiting in line. This is great. Angel's coming out of the office now. Bobby's getting ready to come out and greet people. Oh wow, look at that view up there. They're pretty excited, man. Angel is the happiest she's ever been in her life. I can't believe it, just as Bobby can't believe it. And here we are with the hostess seating people. Let's see, Bobby's still sitting in the waiting area, which is basically kind of the break room for the employees and the kids. Angel's upstairs. There she is, true to her form. She's talking to him. She's greeting the guests. She's speaking to him. She knows what she likes and she knows what she's doing. Here's Bobby. He's showing up now to support his wife, and it's awesome, man. You can't. I mean, you can't shake a stick at things like this. This is love right here, man. They're gonna make millions of dollars. Bobby thinks so anyway. So here's Angel. She's back at her off. What the hell? So Trevor decided to take his shirt off because he felt like he could make more tips if the women in the restaurant and even some of the men could see his superb physique, as he calls it. The cook is disturbed. Angel's disturbed. Actually, Angel's pissed. This is her first day. This is the opening day, and she's got an awkward waiter walking around with his boobs out trying to make extra dollars. Can you believe this? People are talking about it. They're laughing. Oh, Angel's not happy at all. She decides she's going to have a talk with Bobby about Trevor, and he's just freelancing it. She's talking to Bobby now. Trevor's going to get fired. I already know it. What the hell? What would make him decide not to wear a shirt? I don't. Oh my goodness, he had a shirt on when he got here. I don't understand. Bobby is pissed. He's already heading back to go and have him a cup of coffee so he can kind of cool down and relax a little bit before he talks to the dude because Bobby will put his hands on him. Oh, he will. And then the lights go out. Bobby forgot to make the payment on the bill and the electric went out. They didn't panic though because he knows people at the company. He automatically jumped on the phone. He made a phone call and the lights came right back on. He made the payment. They knew who he was. He's good for the money. And there was no worries at all. Angel just could not believe it. This was a disaster. Angel's losing her mind. She's freaking out because this is the first day her restaurant opens. The waiter has no shirt on. The electrics went out. Oh man, they don't know what's happening. Both of them are kind of up at arms right now, and they just trying to figure it out. They just do not understand why all this bad stuff is happening. But the cook is performing though. She's one of the best, and one of the best in Newcrest. She's an elder. She's working hard, and she wants Angel to succeed. Angel praises her and tells her that she's one of the best that she's ever had, and knowing that she's an executive chef, that's an honor. So they're happy, and here he goes again. Bobby decided to call him outside so he can speak with him for a few minutes. What is Trevor thinking? Yeah, I think Trevor's going to wind up fired. Bobby's not a happy camper right now, and Angel is distraught. So he's having a talk with him outside. Oh, here he comes. He's coming back in. I guess he must have told him to go ahead and finish his shift so he can at least get paid for one day. And I don't know, man. This is really weird that he's walking around with no shirt on. Well, Angel's talking to the host. She's letting her know that she's doing a great job. She's greeting the guests, talking to the customers. Everybody's happy. The first day is going pretty well. Um, Actually, to be honest, some of the ladies don't mind seeing Trevor walking around without a shirt on, and he actually has been getting some great tips. But Bobby's not standing for it because he knows if he can't walk around without a shirt on, neither can Trevor. So as Trevor makes his rounds and he does what he needs to do, the restaurant is prospering. It's looking good. He goes upstairs and the bartender is looking at him like, what in the hell are you thinking, man? Trevor introduces himself and grabs his stuff. Bartender calls down. He talks to Bobby. And he told Bobby, hey, man, I'm not going to make no tips. You know, these ladies up here ain't going to pay me no attention if he walking around in the nude. In the nude. So, yeah, that's going to be it for Trevor. Bobby came on up so he can talk to the bartender and have a drink and let him know, man, be cool. Your job is safe. We're going to deal with this. The hostess is up here. She's not happy either. What the hell was Trevor thinking, man? Can you believe this? Why would he take his shirt off? That's the question that we have to ask. And poor Angel is still downstairs trying to figure this situation out. Oh, here she comes. She's up here now. She's pissed. She is absolutely livid. She's giving Bobby an earful, and he's not happy either. Like she just can't understand why dude would walk around with no shirt on in her restaurant like this. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is what it is, man. The grand opening. We got a guy with his boobs out. The electric went off. Let's see what happens next time.